evening, everyone. Oh, gosh. I would like for you to all please stand as we welcome the presentations of colors by the BSO Broward Sheriff's Office Honor Guards.
Wait, wait, at a half step, arch. Colors, turn. Present, arms.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, we're so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bomber steam in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, who say us their star-spangled banner led way for the land of the free, woo, and the home of the brave.
All right. So, tonight we're here to talk about the state of our city. We're here to talk about what it's been like the last, 6 years that I've been elected official and where Dania Beach is going, our future. We have worked really hard as a team to adopt a strategic plan to ensure that our focus is tunneled and that everything that we do and everything that we present is tied to that strategic plan. Everyone that is sitting in this room has lived through one of a pandemic that is once in a lifetime. We are still recovering from our COVID pandemic, and it has really changed and shaped the way we work, the way we view life, and the way we treat other people and our families. So tonight, I am delighted to say that our city, the city of Dania Beach, the city that I was born and raised in, it has transformed into something I could have never imagined. I could have never imagined that, as Brad said, this was Boomers, but it was Grand Prix to me. This started at Grand Prix Race-A-Rama, where you had 2 miles of a racetrack going round and round and round. This is way before we even had the wooden roller coasters. This was before we had the arcade over there on the north side of the facility. This was where we came to hang out. This was our Sawgrass Mall, and this was our little rendition of Dania Point. But who would have thought that we would have a visionary that would come in and really change the way that our city operates, that our city works? I mean, there has been so much invested in our city, so many jobs that have been created. The tax base has been expanded to unimaginable places for a little girl that's coming out of Dania Beach. And as I stand here with you and before you today, I am just so proud to be able to serve you all in the capacity, and I am super excited for what is going to happen in the next 5, 10, or 15 years in our beautiful city. So I'd like to shine a light on some of the achievements. Now, you may think that I'm talking about a lot of achievements when I rattled out this list, but we have really consolidated what all of our departments have been doing to make our city just the most lovable place to come and live and work and play. So I'll start with Parks and Recreation. This is really near and dear to my heart. As a matter of fact, my high school basketball coach is right here, Mr. Richard Walker. Rich, stand up, Rich. My journey started in Parks and Recreation. And from what I know and what I understand about Parks and Recreation, it is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It has saved so many of our youth. It saved me. And so I would like to, and yesterday we had the groundbreaking of our $18 million facility that will be going into C.W. Thomas Park. We did that groundbreaking yesterday. And that's just phase one. My colleagues and I all came together and we put together a Parks Master Plan. It took a few years, and I know that the community is impatient, but everything in government takes time. It's really slow. And so when I thought in 2015 that this park was going to be built in 2 years, I'm standing here breaking ground with the future ahead of us, knowing that we're going to have a state-of-the-art facility for phase one, because we've actually invested $45 million into our parks and recreation facilities on our entire, over the entire city. So I am definitely, thank you. And those other major facilities that will be renovated and rebuilt would be also Frost Park and P.J. Milley and Chesterburg Park as well. And so this is definitely something that I know that I wanted to be able to keep our kids here and not go to the city of Hollywood and not go to the city of Hollandale and Fort Lauderdale to enjoy their facilities. But why can't we have this here in our facilities, in our city? And so that's something that I am so grateful that I've been able to have the support from my colleagues to be able to stand before you and say unanimously we are investing $45 million. So when you're asking where your money is going, it's going in parks because it starts at parks. I'm looking forward to the next phase of the master plan, which is going to be the redevelopment of Frost Park. Now next we're going to talk about public services. And we know we are the first city in Broward County, and we know that we have aging infrastructure, and we learned from the cities that's to the north and the south of us. And our city is investing over $100 million in drainage projects and other infrastructures that's in our city. And I just want to highlight a few of the drainage projects that we either are under construction, completed, or about to be under construction, including Dania Cove Drainage Project, Ocean Park Drainage Project, and our future pier renovation project, which you can see right now, some of the pier is slowly going over in phases of renovation because our pier, we're one of the only cities that has a beach and a marina right next to each other. So you can park your boat and you can go right across the parking lot and enjoy our beach. And we're one of the only cities that have a restaurant on our pier. So Dania Beach is very unique and we have a lot to offer, and I'm just so happy that we're continuing to invest in our infrastructure of our city so we can continue to serve you all. Next, we'll talk about our CRA. CRA is also near and dear. Matter of fact, everything that I'm talking about is near and dear to me because it takes a total effort of different pieces of the puzzle to come together and to create something that is monumental for our youth and our seniors. And so with our CRA, we've had our first-time home buyers courses over the years, and we constantly have a rolling project where we are revitalizing houses in our CRA area. Right now, we are just finishing up on our Dania Beach Business Academy. In its first year, the academy is free, mind you. It's online expertise to over 1,000 small businesses, entrepreneurs, and hopeful home buyers on how to successfully fulfill their dreams. Because we want you all to be successful in creating a business and growing that business here in Dania Beach. We have also partnered with FIU Institute for the Resilient and Sustainable Coastal Infrastructure, which was established to meet the challenges of Florida's coastal areas for resiliency. And so we just had a conversation as well to continue our affordable housing, because we know with prices that are, this is a crisis that is nationwide. This isn't just specific to the city of Dania Beach, but we know how important home ownership is. And we, for one, want to make sure that we are investing in the people that live in these areas that can afford to be a homeowner someday. Community development. Community development is why we're sitting here right now. And we've improved the city's CRS class rating with FEMA from a class 9 to a class 6. And although it goes down, that means that we're doing better. And that's to provide a 20% flood premium discount to all of our residents in the city of Dania Beach. We've also implemented the city's first public art master plan, and that is up and running now. And we've created a public art advisory board to establish public art throughout our entire city. And the best thing about this board is it doesn't come from, thank you. The best thing about this board is it doesn't come from any of the taxpayers' monies. It comes from everyone who wants to come and invest in our city with development. They all pay a small portion to make sure that we're having public art throughout our city. Now we're going to talk about our Broward Sheriff's Office and our BSO Fire. $13 million new in protection in our BSO Fire and safety personnel and equipment. So when you see those little license plate readers, they're in the place of a police officer, because they're reading the license plate. They're being able to tell us if that car is stolen. They're tracking these cars. They're getting criminals off the streets. They're making our streets safer for our community and our children to be able to live in. And I know that, thank you. And I won't speak about the case that our captain, Danny Marks, and his leadership was able to help us secure, but they are working on some major high-profile crimes to make sure that these criminals are off our streets and we're able to enjoy our lives outside of our homes. There's been, thank you. There's been an 18% of reduction in residential burglaries throughout our city, and we're building relationships with community stakeholders and residents by giving back. We have something that are like driveway meet and greets, and if any of you in here wants to host one of them, please contact our BSO. They're able to come out and meet your community and answer questions to whatever you have, and just build a relationship with the community, because I don't want a police state in Dania Beach. I want community policing. I want a community where our police officers know our kids on our streets, and they build those relationships so that our young kids, because we need more representation, that maybe one day they'll be a police officer, or they'll know the right and the wrong things to do. And we will be utilizing our law enforcement trust fund to add to our growing license plate reader program, because they're expensive, y'all, they're not cheap. And as far as our BSO Fire, we have a brand new state-of-the-art fire truck. I heard someone ask, where is it? It's where everything else is, in the supply chain. It was already ordered, and it will be delivered sometime in January or early February. So it's coming, because we have one of the busiest fire stations in our surrounding cities, and they do a phenomenal job, and they get so many phone calls and calls of service that we definitely appreciate our fire chief, Chief Pelisar, and his team for all the tremendous work that they're doing. We are also renovating, because we care so much about the people who serve us. We're renovating Fire Station 1 for the living quarters and their kitchen, and right now that's underway. And we also have a station hardening project, and we're going to have a brand new EEOC building so we can make sure that we have emergency management able to, when hurricanes and stuff come, that they can be safe while they serve the people in our city. Now let's talk about finance. Yeah, let's talk about the money. We have a solid tax base. We have an increase of 35% from 2017 to 2022. Now let me give it to y'all in dollars and maybe y'all will clap. From 3.8 billion to 5.1 billion. That allows the city to make investments in all of the things that the commission wants to do. It allows us to make sure that your voices and our missions are heard through our strategic plan. And it also allows us to make these critical investments like $100 million in our infrastructure and $45 million into our Parks and Recreation Center, into our public safety, cultural experiences, and our workforce. We are in excellent financial condition. Our reserves is projected at $34 million at the end of 2021 and 2022, making it the highest ever in the history of Dania Beach. And we also received our Government Finance Officers Association, which is the GFOA award, the first ever. And that is to make sure, and that's when they come out and we're making sure that we have clean audits and our budget awards. So that is very, very near and dear to us, because a lot of times y'all think that all politicians are crooked and we're doing this with the money and we're doing that with the money. But the people said that we have a clean audit and that we have $34 million in our reserve. And we went from $3.8 billion to $5.1 billion. So the money is safe in Dania Beach. Now with our HR, we are rolling out our RISE campaign. RISE stands for Respect, Integrity, and a Standard of Excellence. That is leading to all of our employee culture and our customer service for our residents and our visitors. And we have a reduction of costs in our benefits to our employees over the last 2 years, and no increase for the third year while maintaining all benefit levels. And most of all, every time I turn around, we're coming back for new benefits for our employees. And I'm an employee too, so I'm happy about that. Now let's talk about our city attorney. We recently hired a new city attorney who drafted the lease for Lucky Fish. Are you all ready for Lucky Fish? She was also very instrumental in drafting the interlocal agreement between Broward County, Hollywood, and the city of Dania Beach for the annexation of land from Hollywood to Ocean Park so we can build a garage down there on the beach. So I want to say thank you to our city team. And it's a great effort. And I didn't even get to the IT department, who does a phenomenal job, because I think I call them all the time. Every time we have a commission meeting, something's wrong with my equipment. And I'm like, where's Ralph? Where is he? And Ralph has done an amazing job, Ralph and Monica, with the leadership of Daryl. And he's also a new leader on our city team, and they're just doing a phenomenal job, so thank you. And I personally want to thank Maxine. You guys don't know who Maxine is, but she is our chief of staff. I told Maxine, this is not my night, this is Maxine's night. This is her baby. Maxine has done a great job. She's hit the ground running. She's full of energy. She pays attention to the details, and she definitely makes sure all of us are in the right place at the right time. You would think each of us have our own individual assistants, the way she dedicates herself to us, and it's only her. So let's give it up for Maxine. I won't stay before you long. I just wanted to let you know that we are a city on the rise, and we are no longer a pass-through city. You are no longer going from the Fort Lauderdale airport, that's located in Dania Beach, and going to the city of Hollywood or the city of Hollandale in Miami, but there are places to stop and shop and live and patronize right here in our city. And that is our mission as a commission, to make sure Dania Beach is on the map. Dania Beach is going through a transformation and a renaissance, and we want to make sure that you all tell your friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to come out to the city of Dania Beach. Dania Point has done a phenomenal job. They have 1 million events every month. They're always busy. We have development all the way on the west, and we have development on the east. And right now, I'm also seeing that we have Christmas lights that are coming out, and I know that they're only been concentrated in a certain part of our city, but our job is to unite the west side with the east side and make us all united as one. Thank you.